Hello, good morning. Today we're going to talk about defoliaging of a bonsai plant. Defoliaging, that means removal of leaves. It can be done any part of the year. But now in winters I am doing because there is hardly any light in my house. First clean up the plant slowly, nicely, and start pruning your leaves from top to bottom. The basic aim is to allow light, air properly to all branches and also to reach the lowermost branches of the plant, because this will enhance development of lower branches which form the foundation of the bonsai plant. It's very important. So keep on watering the plant so that you see which are the older leaves and keep maintaining your shape. Top branches, lower branches, middle branches, and then clear off the leaves one by one. Be careful when you do defoliaging because you can do also wiring simultaneously. Once you remove the major part of leaves from the branches, this will also help to bring out the leaf size smaller and smaller. Now I'll show some wiring. Don't prune the branches, especially in winters. And as a rule, before you wire, don't cut any branch. You're seeing this Ficus Benjamina, not a very great plant, but potential plant. So I'm wiring the lowermost thicker branch, and I normally prefer a good aluminum wire, thicker and stronger. First wire nicely in such a fashion it should not cause deep indentation on the branch. And the direction of the wire is important because you're going to rotate the branch in the same direction. So now just see, first bend down and then rotate slowly. Your bending should happen on the wire, not on the branch, otherwise it will break. Now you can bend the branch depending on the shape of your plant, left side, right side, and give a little bit of curve so that the branches attain the better shape. Keep rotating the plant and watching what to do next. Here I have a white colored insulated aluminum wire. Just I am trying out this. Especially tender and small branches, better to use an insulated wire because it will guard the surface of the branch. Take a leverage from the main trunk. I am taking 2 wires and gently doing the wiring so you have a closer look. And try to preserve those small branches because you never know which branch will come handy to you. Another advantage of 2 wires, you can make it stronger. If you don't have a thicker wire, you can take 2 thin wires like this and do in a very delicate manner. At the end, these 2 wires can divide and take up 2 branches individually. See, like this one branch can take this branch because the branch is thinner, and the other wire can take other branch. A kind of a Y-shaped wiring. And that's what we're trying to achieve in the branching also. When you prune leaves, leave at least 1 leaf per branch because otherwise drying back is very common in ficus species. See, I have rotated the trunk now so that that Y-shaped branching is visible from top. So I have wired two major branches, lowermost. Then you can bend and get a desired shape. What do you want? It's your will. Yeah, that looks better. Look from the top. Yeah, it's nice and comfortable wiring. Now you take another wire. As I already told you in my last videos, wire length depending on your branch. Now this thin branch, whether to keep it or remove, I will decide later. Thin branches can be wired even little later. This plan is better. So that your canopy of second level I am forming. Lowermost branches at one level, second level at the middle branches. This is little thicker wire because you can see closely how I stuck that wire in. This is to take the leader straight. So I have decided to take this branch as a leader, whom I am wiring with a very thicker wire. So almost 4.5 mm wire. Because I want that leader to become very straight. See here. Yeah, that's good. Be careful. Branches are very tender and easily they break if you don't take care. Yes. Now, whether you take the leader or you turn the branch down. Sorry, I think I didn't select this as a leader. I'm just, the center branch I'm leading as a leader. That was a thicker branch, so I chose a thicker wire. You can wire two branches simultaneously with a single wire. First you do wiring of one small branch with the second level canopy. See, when you wire on that branch, it puts some pressure. It puts a pressure on the cell sap, on the bark. So it stimulates the new branching. So wiring also stimulates new branching. Careful, don't spoil too many smaller branches and leaves because you have axial buds which can grow into newer branches. Okay, I will cut this later. See, other end of the wire, now I am going to wire the other branch. You should hold firmly at the base so that the earlier branch doesn't move. Yeah, this is the way you can use the same wire for two branches on the opposite direction. So it's very easy. With little practice you can do wiring quite easily. Very nice. Yeah. Now with one wire you have done wiring of two branches on the opposite side. Now simultaneously we can shape them a little bit, turn them, because I want those branches come to a parallel level. Yeah, that looks good. You try to fill up the gaps in between the branches. That is the advantage of wiring. You can take the branch wherever you want. So I have fanned out the branches. Now let us see the other top branches. Plant is slowly coming into shape, and once a lot of secondary and tertiary branches grow, that will become very good. Yes, I think these top two branches also need wiring. So yeah, I took again that insulated wire Yes, the double wire insulated using onto this branch, nice and comfortable. Yeah, continue that. Till the end of the branch, you do the same way. Try to preserve the terminal buds, and bending always same rule, up and down, and then the other directions. Two wires together working like a thicker wire. Yes, and see, try to bring the branch to the areas where there is an empty space, so that you create a proper foliage and branches and canopy of the tree. I think top branch need to be cut. The leader is very important, and always you leave only one branch at the tip of the top and keep maintaining the same height. Now I am trying to prune little smaller branches so that plant gets a typical pyramid shape. Now I am wiring the leader branch. Actually it was a side branch, but I am converting it into main leader, the central branch, which creates the tip of the plant. Thicker wires, you need little strength, and you have to do very carefully. And holding the branch and the wire together is important, otherwise likely to break a branch. Yeah, in the beginning we also broke many branches, but with experience you can do good comfortable wiring. Mind it, you have to keep checking this wire very often, because ficus species grow very rapidly and the wire becomes tight and it leave ugly marks on the trunk. Yes, now you shape up the, I want to give a little curve, top and down, and then slowly curve this top tip. Yeah, little more. Aesthetics are all at your will. Now you can see the whole tree appearing nice. Now there are 2-3 tiny branches here. You can take a decision and chop off one of them, or leave them to become more thicker. You see the lower branches are wider, nice and thicker, and you can do further shaping of plant. Try to watch the plant around, and the smaller branch also I'll just do use a thinner wire, and then temporarily I wire it and leave it. Yes. I'm just taking a measurement of the wire and cut it till here. Yes. This is for the other tiny branch which is on the other side. Now you can see it is quite visible here. Yes. Ficus Benjamina has good branching capability, but not a real very great plant for become a bonsai. It grows fast, but drying back is also very common. So if you don't leave any leaves on the branch may die off, and the wood becomes harder very quickly. So overall it looks good now. Now you look at tips I can chop off. Mind it is not a very good season to chop and prune them, but I am not expecting any lavish growth on it, so no problem. Lower branches, try to preserve them, don't cut them. The common mistakes we do. Anyway, today I am focusing only on the wiring, not on pruning. Yeah, some older leaves removing, and small tiny branches which they take away the nourishment of the main branch, so you remove them. So your aim is to provide the nutrition to all important branches of the tree in a uniform way. Small tips I am cutting, any extra leaves I am removing, so that sunlight and air reaches the lowermost branches. Yeah, this is, we can say, yeah, one small tiny branch I left. I thought of cutting it, but I'll allow them to become more thicker, because it is filling up a small space which has no branch. So, and I can also take that branch in any other direction also. Clear? And just giving a little bit of support, a small stirrup for the thicker branch, so that I wanted to bend it down. Anyway, these branch surfaces are quite tight, so I am not using any insulation tape or anything. But normally, as a rule, when you give this stay wire like this, you must use some rubber tube or some plastic material on the branch over which you can pull the wire. Yeah. This is only just to hold on the shape. And one more tiny branch was left, that also I will finish it.